have to wait until the thing ends.
It's me.
It's done now.
You think I won't? Ellipse the intro. Nothing's safe. Hello,
safe.
hi. It's Princess of the Apocalypse, except it's sort of not, but it sort of is. Who knows? I tell you, who knows? Crush does.
No!
Hey.
Oh, yes!
Okay.
He knows so much that he exclaimed how much he know.
I know what happened last time.
You all find yourselves in a very dark, expansive cave system. The roof overhead, immediately above you, you actually can't even see it. But amidst bits of spotted light in the distance, you see this cave network going on for seemingly an infinite distance. You don't see an end to it.
How much would it cost to get you to take us back to the Desert Valley when we're done here?
I have some business in town, and then I have to resume my duties. It would be quite a hefty fee.
You got any more love letters, Krusk?
No.
Oh, well. Shit.
That's honestly kind of surprising.
I also think that. I guess we'll just have to find our own way back to the Sword Coast.
Of course, you must speak the fee of me bringing you back to the material plane as well.
Hmm?
That was already part of what we talked about.
Oh, you paid me to bring you here?
We paid you to take us there. You chose this detour.
I offered, and you accepted.
You offered to take us there.
So we have to pay you to get back into the material plane now? I thought we already...
That's
15 platinum to bring you here.
So 15 platinum to bring bring us to the material plane?
Let's say 150.
Oh boy.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's fine. I'll cover it.
Perfect. I'll be able to do so in 24 hours.
Oh. Okay. And in the meantime, I think we should all try and stay out of trouble.
Around you, there's nothing striking. You do see off to it would be your east. There is a dim purple glow. A rock that's jutting out of the floor up towards the ceiling, and surrounding it are these myriad of glowing purple rocks.
I'm gonna walk over to them. How far away are they, you said?
They'd be, from where you are right now, about 200 or so feet.
I'll join her.
Fly. Yeah, fly over there.
As you get closer, you see beams of its light coming through several large pillars that almost act as support beams for the section of the cave. You could go over and start sorting through them. There seems to be 100, maybe 200 of them. A lot of them, some of them seem loosely piled. Others seem to be jutting out of the ground, and even more are jutting out of the central pillar that seems to be supporting this section.
Okay, I guess I'll do that and just try to grab as many as I can.
The three of you then, as you're looking for rocks small enough to hold or like pick up, roll me investigation checks.
Ooh, yeah. You
not
guy. Pipe of bubble blowing. Do me justice. Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah, that makes sense.
And they're purple.
Oh no, the tiny ones! The tiny ones!
I don't know, this one was looking at me funny.
Talking to rocks? Really? I thought better of you.
Oh. Wow. Wow, you're cheeky. Keep talking.
As you're chatting away, you pick up, let's see, the 25. Yeah, Kyrie, you within short order as you're pulling through rocks, and with Maxine's help to really shove the bigger ones out of the way, you find about a palm-sized, a little bigger. It's about half of a softball.
Wow.
Size rock, and it maintains this glowing purple fluorescence as you hold it.
Hell yeah. Do I find anything too?
With 18, yeah, you find there's scatterings of them around. 18 is also plenty high enough. As you're all moving that, you hear this almost snorting sound coming from the north as you hear these footfalls. These glowing eyes come around the corner as you see a basilisk move around.
Ah!
Shit.
I get
I'm
in
scared.
between the big fucking snake and the squishies.
Let's
make our way back.
get out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
Hop, 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 hop.
Oh, how do they have many legs?
As you turn around, Maxine,
Oh no.
Oh.
you wouldn't have seen it.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Not again. We can't do this again.
See, rising out of the ground behind Maxine, you see this creature.
Oh,
Why?
A Zorn.
Oh.
As
It's a trash monster.
As it climbs out of the ground, the one difference from the image, you see its eyes glazed over, ever shifting pool of color. It's going to attack Maxine.
Oh, fuck.
I'm glad to have known you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Its first attack misses as it climbs out of the ground. You see the ground not even shifting around it, it seems to just pass through it. It reaches out and slashes at you, Maxine. It's going to make 3 more attacks.
Oh!
Yeah. They're mean
all
boys.
of you, in the meantime, roll me initiative.
Alright.
It slashes into you. You feel just red hot, searing pain go down your spine as you turn around and see this thing reach out with its massive, and I'm gonna say it, toothy maw as it tries to bite into you. It just misses. That's it. Maxine, to your north, you see that basilisk you all initially heard lumber into the light of the glowing rocks. It is moving in your guys' direction.
There's a second
Oh, that's not good.
Eat us, heckin'.
No,
Oh
there's-
no! Ah, fight me!
I have
That's what it's
friends once.
doing.
Leave
Twan
the squishies alone.
Pulls itself out of the ground and swipes at you, Krusk.
Nah!
That's a 19.
That'll definitely hit. I'm being
You
numbed
take
on.
8 points of damage as it splashes into you. It strikes at you again.
Ah!
You take another 8 points of damage.
Eh!
Guy's gonna continue flailing at Maxine. That's 2. That's an 18 to hit. That one does hit you.
Oh,
This is nasty.
These bitey betties.
you're gross, son.
You take 11 points of damage. The basilisk is going to continue lumbering.
Go away. Go away, basilisk. You're not wanted here. Go away.
You have no friends here.
Oh man.
That's it. It can't do anything else.
Ah! Oh. Ah!
It swings you, Krusk. First hit misses. The second one comes and catches you in the shoulder. You feel a small snapping sound as something breaks. You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage or slashing damage. Third claw attack comes in. That is a 15. That misses.
Oh!
It
just
leans
missed.
in and snaps at you with its teeth,
Ah!
and also misses. And as it misses, you see its eye, still like this swirling mass, this vortex of color, start darting around, and then it slowly sinks into the floor.
Oh, fuck.
Sinking into the floor.
Yep.
Right, it can move through the earth.
Ah!
All right. Maxine.
Ah!
Alright. Like to rage. I'll get real mad. And then I'm gonna use my inspiration to
Show
do
me
a
a girl
damage. Yeah!
That's a swing and a hit.
Oh, heck yeah! And I would like to Divine Smite. Yeah!
Sword comes in, cuts into them, and that tracks. It takes 24 points of damage. Basilisk's turn. I reach out and bite at Maxine. It's a 22 to hit.
Fuck.
Maxine takes 11 points of damage. They reduce the piercing damage, but they take all of the poison damage.
All right.
Ah!
Maxine is now heavy. Regan.
All right, cool.
You are now aware of the basilisk.
because I can move Moonbeam around, I'm going to Moonbeam the point like behind him so it doesn't catch Maxine.
A glowing beam of moonlight appears in the area. You see the bits of its skin begin to lightly singe. When it starts its next turn, it's going to take that damage.
Yep. All right. I am not averting my gaze.
Not averting your gaze. Alrighty.
Oh shit.
Well, you
that
know.
makes sense
Well.
though.
And can I roll? Can I use my inspiration?
Using your inspiration.
Yes.
All right, roll it.
Oh.
That's. I
Oh.
feel like that's
Oh,
A
that's it.
19.
Yeah.
You succeed.
I
Woo!
thought.
To no one's surprise, I'm going to be reckless attacking.
Smack it.
And without further ado, I'm going to smack it, the basilisk, with Iron Fang. Y'all!
Bam.
Yo!
And I believe I'm going to be divine smiting once more.
Yeah.
Smart.
I've had enough of this. Yeah!
That's juicy.
Oh, that thing's gonna come at me with no hold bars now. Well,
39 points of
No
damage.
hold bars.
Basilisk's turn. Just gonna bite you. That is a natural 20.
Oh my fucking god, no!
Maxine, you take 17 points of damage, reduced down from 28.
Oi.
Ooh, I gotta get in there and heal ya.
you got
Big
I could take
oi.
a turn to heal.
I'm gonna cast slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's anything to cast slow on, it's the things that make 4 attacks.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
Yeah. Hopefully they fucking fail. So, bang.
All right, you target them all. And Zorn 5. All right, so he succeeds. The other 2 fail.
So 18
bam.
and Basilisk have failed.
Yes,
Nice.
it is Ajisai's turn.
Alrighty. Okay, so I'm gonna move up to there. As I'm rushing up to there, I'm going to take out Hikari Kiba. And
Are you
I'm...
averting your gaze?
yeah.
All right.
Basilisk.
Alright, Basilisk, time for you to get a little bit of hit up in here. Yeah.
Oh, that is
Automatic
so
move.
upsetting.
Alright, Basilisk.
And you lost all your style points, too.
Well, second attack! We're already committed! Yeah! Double 19!
That's a super hit.
Go away, Basilisk.
Basilisk drops to the ground dead.
I made him
Nice.
a ghost.
Woo! That was some good damage, too.
Fuck yeah.
It's been revoked.
It's just...
It's just been revoked.
It's moving its head. It's going to bite Maxine and then go underground.
Ah, you bitch!
It misses, and then it vanishes.
Magisa's gonna move out to here, and they're going to trace their sword along the ground as they move, and then kind of spin it in a circle around them, trying to irritate as much of the ground as possible. As they do, they're just gonna call it to everybody.
Stay as still as you can. Try not to make any movement if you're in contact with the ground.
Okay.
Whoa! I tripped.
I assume that this thing hears through the ground, so we might be able to control where it comes up.
Wherefore art thou, Zorn?
You, Zorn, you were so confident before when you were like, look at these tasty meat boys in my elemental plane, but now we are the
Just
meat.
wants you to pop out of the ground.
Now you are the meat boy, and we are the tooth maw. How the tables have
8 more
turned.
form pop up.
Beside Krusk.
Well played,
But like, we
Zorn.
went to get friends.
Well played.
No, wait! No! I did what you said! I didn't move!
Regan, I believe it's in your range, and Kyra, both of you can unleash your reactions.
No, you were wrong!
It succeeds, Kyra,
Well, shit.
and it
No!
misses for you.
Ah!
As it goes
There's nothing we can do.
to pummel Krusk. That's a natural 20.
Oh my god!
Krusk takes minimum damage.
The duality of Zorn!
I'm
Two.
amazing!
2 always crit, but always minimum damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Nat 19.
Fuck!
That's maximum damage.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Change your
lord.
concentration. That's a 15 that misses. And that is a 16 that hits. Teeth wrap in and close in on you like a vice. You
Oh, this is a
take
fucking big one.
14 points of damage,
Ow.
but you Nat 19 your concentration.
I'm so amazing.
You see it reach out and grasp at its eye for a few moments as just a gout of blood fires out of its mouth.
Ah.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna try a chill touch again, cause you know what? I have mostly healing spells per person. We're gonna try to bap a boy. I don't know why I'm in this voice. Hi. Yeah. Please hit. Woo!
Oh, oh.
Yay.
Yeah.
Of necrotic damage as you see this skeletal hand reach behind it. It grasps out onto the Zorn, and you just see this coursing network of veins appear along it as they pulse with this necrotic energy. The eye itself shifting from this rainbow sheen to a pitch black crusk. In it, you see a more and more intimately familiar symbol, the symbol of the elemental eye. Seems to be in the center of this Zorn's face.
Ooh.
I'm gonna dissonant whispers at second level at him.
Alrighty, target it, make him save.
That
That is a failure.
Yeah.
Take that, nerd. Take
Takes
19
19
damage.
points of damage. Alright, I ask you to react to run away from you. 15, 20.
Yeah.
All right, you got
and then
this.
he's entered
Nat19
within
has
5 feet of
evolved.
You, Ajisai.
Nat
You
9.
had it ready, so you can technically attack here.
That's true! Alright.
Yeah!
I will use my
I did a
reaction
thing.
to make a Hikata Kiba attack against it. Hot, hot, ya.
Today's a good day, boy.
Combo.
So long, and thanks for all the fish. That was
my.
God.
So many
How
fun
are you
things.
alive?
Why are you still here?
Jakku!
You see a massive gash appear on its side. The electricity, while sinking into it, you see bits of it sparking along its rocky body and actually jumping from its tooth to tooth along its mouth.
I'm
yeah.
gonna kick you right in your fucking mouth butt.
But it's also your turn.
It's my turn now. This is what's happening.
What?
Hikata Kiba. It's what's for dinner.
That hits.
Thank you. Good. All right. Yeah. Take this. Just die. Just go to. Thank you.
Yeah.
The other one's
Well,
around somewhere, waiting, preparing.
Waiting.
What you doing, Regan?
I'm gonna chill touch a rock
Alrighty.
because yay.
Roll me an attack roll.
Yup.
14, you extend a hand out and a ghostly skeleton. I don't know what you have.
I don't know I had disadvantage.
Oh, it's right next
Interesting. Yeah, it's.
Wow.
What an interesting situation we've encountered here.
You hit the rock.
That's so funny.
Fuck, y'all. Anyway.
Okay, so Ajisai is going to, for no reason, decide to stab the No. They're gonna motion over to Regan, Maxine.
Let's try to group up. Now that they're up off the ground, if we can go and all stay around the same area, we can attack it when it pops up to get one of us.
Right. Yep.
Gonna get to
I'll be there in a second.
They're gonna get to here, and then I'm going to ready an action to attack it if it pops up. That'd be
Kyra.
mean.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get like here, and then I'm gonna prep my action. I'm gonna hold my action to cast Mind Sliver on it if it pops up.
Maxine, your rage fades.
I'm gonna listen to Ajisai and slide up over and join. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna just wait for this thing to pop up and hope it's not coming after me.
This is some powerful holding my action music.
What are you doing now?
Come on out, fucking Zorn. You can't hide forever. I mean, you can, actually. That's something you can do, but you don't want to. Get him, Maxine!
Coming out of the ground Maxine and Kyra immediately unleash.
All right.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
Give it a whacking.
Yeah.
The hit, it reaches out, it's trying to strike towards you, Maxine. Roll your damage.
Have a little bit of DS.
Give it a bonk.
Yeah! And then Kyra's like, whoosh, yeah!
And its head explodes. Whatever you can call a head on this thing.
Oh, good job, Kyra!
Yeah.
Glad to know I am
Right in, like, the
consistently
mouth.
shit in this fight.
As you slice it and you hit it, its eye starts gushing blood. Same with its mouth as it starts dragging itself towards the cliff before slowly falling dead with this low guttural roar.
We did it.
Splattered in blood. Ah!
Good job,
Oh.
Max.
Yeah.
Ah! Couldn't have done it without Kyra. Final blow.
Yeah, you gotta.
Oh,
Yeah, you look like shit.
I feel like shit, but you know, I could take like 6 more of those.
Kruska, familiar
Oh, no.
ringing starts filling your ears.
Uh-oh.
Everyone else,
Oh, no.
you hear it too. It doesn't seem like it's coming from a disembodied place this time, Kruska. It seems like it's coming from the world around you.
What the hell?
As often
Is it-
listens
is
to
it-
like almost like a low, not a bell, but like a singing bowl, just the humming ring, getting louder and louder as passing by you are literal waves of sound energy.
Does it seem like it's kind of hurting me, or?
It seems like it could.
Oh no.
All right, I stay on the broom.
Does it ever end with this place?
Running up to you, the Dow
What?
gets to the group. We need to move now.
Why?
What?
What's
Okay.
coming?
A low rumble shakes the ground around you,
Okay, yeah, let's go right now.
Yeah,
Plain
Talk
quick.
fucking.
and they begin darting offwards to the north.
And
As you all begin moving, the ringing itself gets louder and louder until rocks begin shaking at the same frequency and dropping to the ground around you.
Oh!
This is now a skill challenge.
Oh fuck!
Ooh!
Immediately, the first thing that's going to happen is as you all start running, stalagmites from the ceiling begin raining down on the group. Does anyone have anything they want to bring to the skill challenge?
Shield.
Shield? All right. As you're all darting forward, the small rain of them that pour down towards you, you see spikes crushing into the earth and literally impaling the stone, sending cracks out in front of you. Kara darts above you and on her broom and casts shield, tilting it down, and the rain collides with it and scatters off of you out to the side, protecting everyone.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Ajisai will, for the purposes of this, they will try to move ahead of everybody if they can, trying to use athletics to get ahead of the group for the purpose of, because they're casting such a wide amount of light, if they're ahead, it means the others can see what's coming better.
See better? All right.
Yeah.
Can I get a collective perception check as the group moves?
Nice.
We're doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid series of checks we're doing here.
As you all move forward, Ajisai's light makes it perfectly easy for you to see where you're going. You start darting towards the edge of the cave, and you see a lot of sections where you might normally be able to go have been entirely caved in, but there's a natural stone staircase. Looks like it used to be maybe a river or something that had carved it away over time, and then that river either moved or dried up, and it leaves a small area we can start climbing up and moving around this. Another wave of force beats against the group. Can they get a Constitution saving throw from the party?
Yeah. Woo!
No, Regan!
Oh come on, Kyra!
Oh, guys!
I almost had a Nat 19.
One brain
Regan,
cell, 2 people.
Kyra, Ajisai, you all take 7 points of damage.
Oh,
As the ring in your ears causes you to clutch your head for a moment. It now becoming physically painful to be around.
No.
Krusk, you maintain a balance on the broom, but you see Kyra begin to fall. What do you do?
I cast levitate on her.
Levitate? All right,
Okay.
that makes the 10 enough. As they begin to slip and fall off the side, Krusk reaches out and arcane energy wraps around you, Kyra, and pulls you up. You all keep going. This is the last one. As you make it, you see a sloped exit moving out of the way. The rocks begin to collapse in the path you're going that seem like they're going to fill the exit to the area. What are you going to do?
Can I try and cast slow? Like,
Slow in the
on
area?
the rock?
Roll me
Yeah,
an Arcana check.
A 17.
The rocks themselves slow in the air as they begin to plummet towards it.
Could I cast Arms of Hadar with the concept of, like, directing the tendrils to pushing the slowed rocks away from crowding the exit?
You see this dark energy wrap around Aji's side as she runs up and raises her hand, and the wall itself becomes this inky black void.
All the
arms
difference-
themselves grab the boulders that would collapse in your path and crush them or throw them aside. The path is clear as you all run in. It's basically a natural slide that drags you down, and as you all slide down, none of you face plant in any of the boulders or anything on the way. You come to a landing as the cave behind you shudders and smoke explodes out into this vast expanse you're now standing in, and you see this endless field of green moving off some unknown kilometers away. You see these massive moving, almost mountain-like objects as you see these large tortoise-like legs dragging them along this expanse.
Oh,
That's so cool!
And it
So there are
seems
multiple of these?
off in the distance. Yeah, you have no idea how the distance between you, because what you're looking out is a massive open field that seems to stretch on into eternity. There are these massive mountains with no top, and you see maybe 30, 40 of these moving massive tortoise creatures.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a
That's
big
so.
turtle.
That is so many.
Incredible.
There are so many elder elementals.
Big turtle.
just looks amazed, like speechless.
Same. Oh, that
Woo.
is amazing.
Holy crap!
Did you see? And the rocks were falling, and we were like, "Whoa, wha-cha,
You
wha."
are so amazing.
Oh, Cord.
So wow.
Oh my god.
You said that was really cool.
What caused all of that?
I couldn't say. Planesquakes are not an irregular occurrence here.
That's
Is
what I was
that
thinking about.
Is the ringing thing a common thing here too?
I've not encountered it before, no.
Well, I love that. Okay. Well, we should find somewhere to just chill for a bit, I think.
To describe your immediate area, you're on like this sheer cliff with bits of rock and stone surrounding you, but the ground underneath you has this lush, thick grass that goes up to almost your ankles. And beyond the next 15 feet or so, there's a sheer drop, some 500-600 feet.
It's been a long time since I was somewhere where I was able to sense one of my targets. It's quiet here.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, look where we are.
I know. I'm still thinking about the fucking creatures.
I know. I'm sorry.
Nah, this is beautiful. This is.
Those normally don't do that thing.
What do you
They're
mean?
scavengers. We hunt them for prey sometimes.
They
Attack
normally don't
people.
attack people?
They don't eat meat. They eat metals, gems, rocks.
Why'd they attack us?
Are they connected to the noise?
I mean, if they're acting unusually, I mean, there's weird shit going on here and back home, so could be.
I mean, well, like, if you think about it, that temple that we were at was fucking around with the elemental plane, and they tried to get that thing. You know, the big
Ogre
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that place is much closer to the elemental plane than, like, your average area.
We'd have to confirm that that place was trying to connect to the elemental plane. Luckily,
but-
we have somebody who can tell us more about that facility here.
Slow turn to the Dow.
Yeah. You wouldn't happen to know what they were doing down there, would you?
I'm uninterested. They paid me to make weapons.
So you don't know anything about what's below there? Before, you had made mention of other leaders and seemed to have specific knowledge of other things that were happening there, to the
The
point where
temple
you...
connects to two. I can tell you that much. Deeper, I do not know, but to the south of where we were, there were many other cultists. Ones who, if I recall correctly, they generally had more water-attuned capabilities.
I thought they hated each other.
They fight.
Could just be
They-
infighting, but they might still be connected.
They fight, but it doesn't mean they're not working together in some capacity.
Guess.
We've seen that there's a lot of things that mirror them. The ones that came after me stole an artifact that corresponded to air, lightning, rather, which seems to mirror fundamentally that pick that you got from Marlos. We might be able to assume that each of them has a prophet, each of them has a creature they're trying to summon, each has an artifact that they're making use of. I suppose what we need to find out is what's deeper in that temple. It's not related to what I need to accomplish, but if the world that you all live in is going to be in danger after I'm gone, I don't think I could leave in good conscience, so...
Yeah, you know, Cord probably has some beef with this whole thing. It's fucking with the planet and all of that.
It's throwing things out of balance.
Man, why does this have to be a whole thing? Can't it just be Earth people being shitty?
I wish.
Ugh.
We need to rest and we need to go.
I agree.
Yeah.
Have to remember the spot if we ever get magic like that. Come back here and take it all in.
Are we planning vacation days already?
I don't expect to be dealing with this shit forever.
I don't want to be.
I'm sure there'll
know.
come a time when all of this is behind us.
Things come and go, I guess.
Yeah,
I always reckon things are gonna pop up more.
they
Life is
certainly do.
complicated.
You guys all settle in for a rest as you spend the next 18 some hours, 19 hours, resting and preparing for your trip back to the prime material plane.
I sit down for a day.
It goes by smoothly. Nothing interrupts you. All right, everyone shows up.
All right, back and stop the call.
We'll catch you all next. You find yourself in the northern section of the gem district. There are people bustling around. There's many people giving you a few looks as you apparated in the center of the area.
That's not good.
You came to, and you know, to your north, you do sense the presence of a master. You don't detect distances with this, but you do know there is a master somewhere.
I hate you. You basically have the same thing I do, except yours end in cool powers and mine end in getting to die.
I'm sorry, Logan.
That's fine, I just hate you.
I have to beat them up if that makes you feel any better.
I do too!
To your immediate vision from where you are, you're in the highest area of this part of the gem district. You see the entrance to the monastery. It's slightly to your north west. To your southwest, you see a large gate where people seem to be entering and exiting from. You'll see a guard tower, and the area you're in seems to be like a ringed, almost walled-off portion of the city.
Would I know where the boy from before, the merchant that helped me out, would I know where he's stationed?
You only ever talked to him during fights. He met you in the pits, so you don't actually know where he works. You do know that he must deal with trade, so the docks would be your first guess. From where you are, it'd be a trip through the city. You also know you're in the northern half of the city. There's a river that cuts it through. There are two dock districts. There's one in the south. There's one in the north. You did escape through the north dock when you were smuggled onto a ship.
She will try to just kind of blend in with the crowds and make her way over toward the northern dock district.
You see a great deal of eyes remain on you, and as you start moving your way away, you begin to see the first few signs of any sort of response to your entrance. You see two black-robed figures appear and begin talking to people in the northern area.
Yeah, I don't want to be around here now. Nat19, I want to leave. I want to go somewhere else.
All right. You see them questioning a few people. There's a few pointing in the directions. You see a lot of other people seem to be resistant to whatever questioning they're putting out, and it seems like people are demanding something before they'll reveal wherever some ne'er-do-well.
Oh, ask Katla. Good times, good times.
You join one of the crowds exiting the marketplace and find yourself in a thrum. You have basically a Y-shaped road. To your south would be the Bridge District, which you can clearly see even from this distance. About a 5-minute walk away is a very vast bridge with large gates on it, and they have a line of people queuing to be allowed passage into the southern or northern district. That is the only way, barring swimming or a boat, to cross districts in the city.
I want to start making my way down toward the bridge.
All right. You start walking, you join the line. There's about 30, 40 people waiting, some impatiently making their way up towards it. As you reach the gate, after about 15 or so minutes, you've seen more and more in the crowd. A few more of these black-robed figures seem to be wandering the streets, looking around. You see every once in a while they bump into someone, and people seem to either get out of their way immediately or apologize and move on.
I will just try my best to get up to the guards that are letting people into the bridge as quickly as I can.
All right. As you get even closer to the front, you see one appear at the bridge and start speaking to the people there.
Damn it.
There
goes my idea.
Have a back and forth. There's a shrug from both parties, and the black-robed figure seems to move off.
I will start making my way back up to meet with the western area.
You make your way into the central bazaar area. There's a decent amount of guards at any given point here. You see a few on top of roofs just looking down at people. And you see a set of people walking with brisk urgency past you. They're going west to east down the road. And you see these hooded red masks over their faces. You do know that there is a group of people called the Cowled Wizards. You think they might be with them. They generally monitor and work with mages in the city to make sure they're all licensed and allowed to practice within its walls.
I will just continue to make my way to the west as quickly as I can without, arousing too much suspicion. I'm not sprinting or anything.
All right, you keep moving on. You do your best to stay out of sight without being outwardly suspicious. You get about to here as you move through and weave through buildings to a small little nooked market area. There's a few people selling what smells like fruits and different things that are definitely ripe in the heat. Around that time, you see two figures very lightly dressed in black. Not as heavily, just they're not wearing these flowing robes, but much tighter robes, following behind you. They don't seem to be eager to catch up with you. They just seem to be watching you right now.
I think I need to potentially attempt to lose these guys.
All right, you start walking down the main road. As you start moving, you quickly glance back and you see that they slowed down and they seem to just start walking after you again.
When I get here, can I turn down this alley?
Yeah, you turn into a side alley.
And I will start sprinting at this point.
All right, you duck into the side of the alley, and you there's like a staircase going up to a what looks like an apartment, effectively above what at the immediate area you're sitting in smells like a bakery. There's also a couple homes nearby that you could probably either duck into or behind maybe some plants nearby.
I will try to duck into a home.
All right. You reach forward for a lock. It's unlocked. You open the door and step inside and close the door. 20. All right. As you duck inside, you hear some footsteps as they pick up pace, and you see a few figures looking around as you peek out a window. They spend a bit looking around for a moment, and you see one of them cover their mouth and point in a direction. And then the two of them split up. One walks one way and the other walks another.
At this point, just kind of looks into the room, make sure I didn't barge in on someone.
You see a little boy at the other side of the room. He has a few of raspberries from a local stand in his hand as he's just staring at you currently.
I drop 5 gold on the table. And then I just tell him, 5 more. I'll give you 5 more whenever I come back, but don't tell anyone I'm here.
You're not coming back.
I might need to use this place to run away again. You mind?
My mom might.
I'll give her money too. I just start making my way to the window to try to see if there's any way I can climb on top of this building.
You make your way outside. You see a few wagons, a couple smaller trees, but one you might be able to scale. And there's a staircase to the nearby building that I told you about. You could probably use that and then maybe leap or climb on that building. Roger. All right, you jump up onto the stairs, run up, and leap over to the adjoining building's roof. You roll over the top, and You're fairly sure they didn't see you.
All right. As soon as I get up here, I will immediately just be like, I'm going to assume he basically saw me at this point. I need to get out. I'm going to immediately go into a stance of air, and I'm going to try to maneuver my way away from him. Again, keep trying to go as far west as I can until I run out of roofs.
As you start making your way low across the roofs, you look back to the main road, and you see an entourage seems to be walking in this direction, not with any purpose, or like they don't seem like they're going very quickly, but very carefully. And in the midst of them, you do catch a very familiar glimpse of someone who seems more curious than anything.
Oh no, he can sense me too, can he?
As they're just looking around the area. They don't know where you are, but they know you're somewhere around.
No!
You start running low along the roofs, and you leap. You get to the edge. You were here, so you ran down to the edge. You have about a 30-foot drop from this building down to the ground, and then beneath that, you have the staircase that's a solid ledge. It's another 20, 30 feet to the rooftop of the next building.
I'm gonna try to jump it.
All right, you leap, and then you push yourself a little bit farther. You fly through the air, and you plummet 70 feet. You land, like 3-point landing, very quietly. A couple shingles fall loose at the edge of the building. You turn back, and you see, you hear it first, but you see it after a second. You see the lightly robed figure, one of them, runs to the edge and looks down at you. As he looks back and forth, you see him vanish from sight, and
damn it,
fly off the thing right after you.
I'm gonna use Gust of Wind, because that was what I was about to do until he ran away.
Yeah, he jumps in the air, use Gust of Wind.
I want to make him not land here. I want to make him I want to push him away, like even slightly away from where this roof would be.
You see him disappear. He gets a running start, leaps off the side to land on the roof beside you as you take a low stance, and a burst of air unleashes itself from your palm, connects with them, and blows them off to the side. They're going to plummet 70 feet. They're going to take 16 points of bludgeoning damage. As they fall prone, you hear a small yelp beneath you as they land in the on the streets below.
Meet, vroom, run away.
meet. All right, you start dashing off. Roll me acrobatics.
Oh no.
14. You start running across these roofs. When you get there easily, you know you can get most of the way, but you can't get all the way across the street. It's way too wide. This is like a 30-40 foot gap. To behind you, you do hear the beginnings of a yell.
I will just drop down onto the street and keep running.
All right. Are you running north or south?
I will run south.
You start making your way here. You see a few figures start turning the corner north of you as they round about. They don't seem to notice you yet, not at this distance. You dart past a few people. You get a few looks as you're moving swiftly as you can. You're getting into the less, not savory part of town, but these are trade areas. A lot of these are either apartments or places people would sell to sailors while they're in. There's a tavern just beside you.
Ooh, tavern. I'm gonna fucking dodge my way into the tavern and hope to not die.
All right. Yeah, you duck in. There's a decent amount of people in. It's early enough in the morning. A lot of them seem to be getting breakfast.
I'm out of breath. And I run in, I try to like put my arm on like the side, I fall.
You get a few looks from a few people. You see one in the corner stand up, start walking your direction.
I will get myself back up and I will look over toward this person who's walking to me, and I will just start walking toward like a place to get a drink. I'm fine. I'm not. No one's after me. What are you talking about?
All right. You see as you clock them and you move over to the bar, they give you an appraising look and they pass by you. And you see them walk to the entrance and begin looking around.
I will just sort of sit down. She will look to the person at the bar. Excuse me, do you know the people who have trade around here?
Around here? Yeah, I mean, all sorts.
I'm looking for someone in particular. You wouldn't mind. Diarchris?
Doesn't ring a bell. Suppose it could.
She will place down 5 gold.
Works in shipping. 2 blocks up, on your left, it's in a little nook. There's a couple warehouses nearby. Should be around.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Good luck. As you say that, you see the fellow you saw exit the bar earlier come back with a small bag in his hands, and he juts his chin in your direction, and you see another lightly robed figure accompanying him as they start walking in your direction.
Looks at the two of them. Oh look, 10 platinum! I throw it at the guy.
All right. You see a horde of a few people start darting forwards in the way as the person in the robes, they're covering their face, but you hear stop, and they start shoving people out of the way as they dive for the ground to get the platinum out of the way. What are you doing?
I am going to try to get out from through the window if possible.
There's an explosion of glass as you drop low, and the moisture in the air condenses itself around your fists. You strike it forwards and blow a hole through the window and leap through. You start running. You hear more shouting behind you.
Time to try to go a couple blocks north.
You start sprinting. You are not literally risking exhaustion, but you have been running through half of a city. You are out of breath and sweaty, and it is boiling hot. You start running. You still sense the presence of a master some indeterminate distance away. As you see more and more of these figures, you see some of them start to appear on roofs nearby, just looking around. You make your way into a series of small buildings. There's a cross street, and you find yourself near where it must be the area you were talking about. There's these two large warehouse buildings. There's a few shops set up in between them, and a couple more housings nearby. Just as time goes on, you see more and more of them looking around, but they can't seem to spot you just yet.
I will try to open my way to the warehouse that I was told about, if possible.
There's like an open siding on one end. You walk in, you briskly make your way upstairs without lingering too long. You find your way in the upstairs area of a fairly thin warehouse. It's big, but it looks like it was converted from an old apartment block. As you look around, you find an office, and sat in a seat behind a desk that definitely appears as though it's someone looking to afford a station rather than having it. You see a large red dragonborn.
I will step inside, and I will just sort of look to see if anyone else is around.
In the room? Currently, no.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I came back to pay a debt that I owe. You probably don't know about it, but I wanted to give you something.
They seem perplexed. They push a small pair of glasses up the front of their nose as they lean in your direction.
She wants to make her way over toward his desk, and she wants to fish out some money from her bag of holding, and she wants to literally just put down 500 platinum onto his desk.
Interesting.
That's all. Thank you very much.
I didn't expect I'd see you here again.
I didn't know I would be here. I have some things to do that may or may not be impossible right now. But if I'm here, I thought that I should at least finish off any regrets that I would have. And
keep your coin. Not interested in it. Thank you, though. That's quite a sizable sum of money. But I have a favor to ask, if you're going to be repaying anything.
She looks to the platinum, and then she looks back to him. Of course. If I can, I'll warn you, I don't have a lot of time right now.
Followed?
Nod.
By whom? Him?
Nod. I've recently defeated one of his people, the Master of White Dragons, and ever since then, I've been able to feel other masters. And I believe he might be able to know that I'm around as well.
That makes hiding inconvenient, doesn't it?
I don't know exactly where he's at, so I don't think that he does for me either. But my friends will be here tomorrow, but I want to make sure that I get rid of him as best that I can.
You intend to kill the spy master?
I do.
I suppose I couldn't begrudge you then. Well, I want nothing to do with it. If you need a place to hide, there's a house out back. Area's dense enough. If he doesn't know exactly where you are, then he won't find you immediately. That said, you said you have to wait until tomorrow? The day's only just begun.
I would like to know what you want to do. I would do that first.
It won't be this
I owe you
early.
that much.
I need something brought up the same way I sent you.
Then, when I'm done with what I'm doing, could you wait till then?
That's fine by me.
I will make sure that I live then.
Do your best, and don't get caught.
Thank you. And thank you for remembering me.
I always remember people I make deals with.
She'll take her money and go to leave.
He gets up and follows you, and he points to a small house. It's cottage-sized, amidst a myriad of other buildings nearby. That one there.
I won't be there long. Thank you.
If you somehow live, find me in the morning. See you later.
She'll start making her way away.
You get inside. There's water and things available in the building, and you spend the next 10 hours inside this house just watching the day pass by. You see a few faces past windows. You see people get quite close at times. You see a few of these robed figures peer into the building, but you make yourself scarce when need be, and they don't seem to linger at any particular point. The closest you get, you have a very close call with not the master himself, but you do see him wander by, and several of his personal guard move by and check the buildings nearby. They walk away. You always sense his presence. It doesn't seem to dissipate.
After her rest, she will look to start making her way back through the city. She came here for what she wanted to do. She was wanting to repay him before she might have died. I'll probably set out on my own, just for the fact of I don't know what they would say to me wanting to murder a very high off person in this city. She will probably start trying to make her way over toward the monastery, because that's where she assumes he is.
Right? At nighttime, excluding everything else, there's nothing in the city that would stop you. The marketplace, as you arrive, is shut. The one that borders the entrance to the temple.
She will try to start making her way to the north to see if there's any way to get into the temple gardens from outside of this wall.
You could make your way up through the slaves asylum, because you know there's a lot of buildings and ramparts there that connect to the walls, and you can get on the city wall and then drop down in from there.
Ah, that's true. That's true. Let's go there.
Some time passes as you make your way over. You see a few lights on, and you hear chattering back and forth. As this area, similar to the market in the day, you see many people discussing pricing, this time over people. As you see different people in chains and clothes that you were all too familiar with at different points. You get up onto the rampart. As you drop into the gardens, the shadows themselves seem to coalesce around you, and even the trees nearby, in the clear moonlight of the evening, the shadows themselves seem to dance.
She will try to make her way through the gardens to the temple, trying to basically hide with any of the trees and like outcroppings as much as she can.
You see a small gatehouse. The gate itself is open, and stood beneath it, you see two robed figures.
Oh, wonderful.
Seem to have cowls up and masks over their face.
I think I gotta fight. She's gonna start getting as close as she can to the area. Well, goodbye, everybody. Here I fucking go.
What's the point of telling a leaf not to do something crazy?
I just realized I'd muted myself on the stream so no one heard my sass just now.
As you rush forward, one of them turns and looks up to you at the last second as you bring your fist into strike. They are surprised. They can't do anything else.
I'm gonna go in for a fire punch. The punch and fire. Hi-yop.
It hits.
Hi-yop.
You get 11 points of damage. You punch them in the gut. They double over. They gag. A bit of blood spews out of their mouth.
Going for another attack.
That is a hit.
Hi-yop.
8. They double over once again as you bring up your leg this time, colliding with the chest. You hear a small crack of their rib cage. All right, they're going to stand up as they strike out towards you. They're going to make 2 attacks as they draw a sword. It's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Stab into you. You take 7 points of piercing damage as they pull it out, spin, and try and slash across you. That is 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
That is maximum damage. They deal 9 points of damage, and they are going to take a defensive stance.
I'm gonna keep trying to go at him. He's the one that I can potentially take down. Hi-yop.
That misses.
Hi-ya.
That also misses.
Yep. Flurry of blows. I'll go for the other guy. Hi-yop.
That one just misses. That's a just miss. It misses.
Fuck, dude.
Also misses. You start striking out towards them. They begin moving. Now that they're reacting to you, it's a little harder to hit them than you expected. This one's going to make 2 unarmed. This first one misses. No. Yes, it does miss. He rolls.
I'm good with
attack.
that.
Just misses it.
This is really extreme music for a lot of people missing each other.
People dodging each other constantly.
I'm about it.
This one stabs towards you. You kick the blade out of the way as they bring it back around and try and slash your leg. That is a hit. 19.
Let's go.
9 points of damage.
Okay, I can't risk any more health being taken from me. I'm gonna have to go for Eldritch Maw.
All right, the tattoo extends itself along your arm.
All right, let's go back for 8. Hiya!
That's a hit.
Hiya!
And the claw streaks into their chest and bursts out the back of them before you tear it back, the flame itself retreating into your palm. They are going to lean back, and you see the shadows wrap around them, and they vanish. And you see about 30 feet away, they reappear, and they throw 2 shuriken.
I will attempt to freaking deflect it.
First one was the 1. Okay, so the first one's an automatic miss. Second one is a 19 to hit, so that hits. You're gonna use deflect missiles.
Yeah.
You reduce the damage to 0.
I will attempt to throw it back at him.
All right, use your key point and you throw it back. Make a it'd be dexterity plus proficiency.
Hiya.
That's a hit. All right, roll your monk damage. I'm gonna tell you, there's literally no way you couldn't kill him there. How do you want to do it?
Hey.
You just see it connect with the side of their neck as they grab at it and they spin and fall to the ground.
Upon doing that, we are running toward the temple.
You see the front gate is open. Or rather, the front doors of the temple. You're past the gate here. The front doors of the temple are open wide. As you start sprinting up into it, you go up the steps. You get to the top and you look into what is the large circular room that is the main training area. And sat at the far side, looking in your direction, is Diley, the Master of Shadows.
She will look to him and start approaching.
If you were coming, you could have saved me the work of looking for you earlier.
Had something else to do. Thought I could inconvenience you a bit.
Inconvenience me you did. They sit perfectly still as you approach. You seem to have improved, at least your attire.
A lot's happened since I defeated Morgosa.
I'm aware of his failure. Seems you've improved some since you left our temple. But no costume or minor victories over those who haven't earned their titles will change how things truly are, and I think we both know that.
Just because I didn't pay you?
Can you not say that the tutelage you received from me is coming quite handy, even if it is a little unorthodox?
If you were willing to call it tutelage before, you threw me inside the pits. How many more have you done that to, since I've been gone?
As I did to you? None. Oh, you were special. And none of them stole from me.
She will reach into her pouch, and she will just scatter a ton of platinum around her. For your lessons.
And for those you killed outside?
Were those your disciples, or were those ones that you owned?
Students. Those are families in the city. Many paid me, from all over the world, to come and train with the Master of Shadows.
It's good to know. I guess after I defeat you, I'll be able to make some money.
I suppose you did pay enough for another lesson?
She's gonna pull out her dagger of venom, and she's gonna activate it.
You will slowly stand. I guess you can show me what you've learned.
I hope one of us doesn't die too quickly, because I have a lot on my mind.
I have no intention of killing you, my pet.
I can't say the same. She's gonna start running forward.
Okay, roll initiative.
Let's go. Ooh.
Alif, you go first.
I would like to go for a dagger of venom attack. Let's go.
That's an automatic miss.
That's a solid start.
Second attack.
That is a miss. As he steps, you swing the dagger and you swear he's not even moving, and you just can't bring yourself to strike him. As both times you try and stab him in the chest and you feel like you're fighting smoke. The second time you swing up, bringing it at his gut, and your arm splays wide. I thought you were going to show me something. You see from the long flowing robes that he's wearing, it's hard to actually pinpoint where any of his body is at any given point. You see at his side a long chain-like whip.
Bonus action, Dragon's Breath.
All
I'm
right.
gonna activate it on myself. And that will be my turn.
At the end of your turn, he's going to take a legendary action and make a melee attack against you.
Let's go!
That's a 20.
That's why I didn't bother going in the Stance of Earth.
You take 6 points of damage, and as you reel back and take in breath to breathe the ice out him, he catches your throat with the edge of his foot, and the breath leaves you as you feel the magic end.
Oh, yay.
They are going to step out of your attack range.
I'm gonna try to Dagger of Venom him. Come on, Alif. Come on, hit him once before he kills you. Oh.
That misses.
Yep.
As he steps out of your range, he brings the whip out to his side. He's going to make 2 whip attacks against you. It lashes out. That's a 25 to hit. The edge of the whip, a small metal blade, flicks past and cuts you in the cheek. You take 5 points of damage. He makes a second whip attack. That's a 22.
Here it goes, boys.
Bruh.
As you take 7 points of damage. As Diley ends his turn, his lair action comes into effect.
Let's go.
And all around you, everything goes dark as there is filled with magical darkness.
I'm going to activate Armor of Agathis.
All right. As you activate the armor, you gain the temporary HP and the water in the air. Yes, you cast this at second level.
And my bonus action, I'll go into Stance of Earth to give myself some more defense.
All right.
And I'll move the 10 feet to get within his range.
All right. You start moving through the darkness towards where you last saw him.
And that's all I can do.
As you feel the bits of leather and chain connect with part of your neck, you drop low and step out of the way as they tighten in an area. You have gotten a bit better at the very least. And you feel a knee come up and strike towards your rib cage. He's going to make a melee. It's 22 to hit. He takes 10 points of damage as it absorbs the brunt of the damage. The ice explodes off, sending shards into his leg. As they end their turn, their lair action will come into effect. The darkness dissipates. You can see once again.
I think I'm gonna have to take this chance to just try to go all out on attacks on him.
And you see 2 figures appear in the doorway and drop to one knee.
Oh my god! Let's go!
And that's a miss.
Bonus action attack. Hiya! Come on, Elite!
As you end your turn, they spin around and bring their heel towards your face. As you take 8 points of damage, you feel your consciousness waver for a moment. Your dagger clatters to the ground. He brings it up and slams it into your gut. You feel the poison pulse through your system as he throws you to the ground. You see him wave over to the other 2. Fixed him. And he turns his back on you as you black out. And that's a leaf for now. The rest of you, you all reach the agreed upon time as the djinn once again slams their massive hammer down and this ringing sound fills your ears. And suddenly you find yourselves at, we'll say at the docks of the Southern District. You see people passing by, talking merrily. You see a few shady figures sitting on the docks. And you find yourselves in the city of Coin, Athkatla. I think that's where we're going to end it this week.
Alif, stay there and don't do anything stupid, were the instructions. I'll do the single
I've been
stupidest
thinking-
thing I could do, thought Alif.
Welcome to the Save Alif arc.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Whew. All right. Well,
boy.
YouTube side, I think that that's us for this week.
Goodbye.
You fucking
Mighty
know.
Toast! You're loved and appreciated.
We love you so much. Mwah.
Ba weep, graw neep, winnie ba!